It's just like a low profile joystick, which is kind of crazy. And it's magnetic. Hey man, it's your boy Neeto. Today we have something pretty awesome. So in front of me right now is the HautePad X, which we did an unboxing a while back. And if you caught my previous vlog, I actually brought it to a tournament. So this has been kind of like my daily driver for a while now. And I really like it. Full review coming soon. But before that, Haute42 actually sent me something for this controller. And that is this guy. This is the HautePad or Haute Module X Stick. I kind of prefer HautePad X Stick module, but Haute Module X Stick. And it is a stick module for the HautePad X. So this will make a little bit more sense if you watched my previous unboxing of the HautePad X, but you can definitely watch that after this one if you want. But let's get started. Let's just jump into it. The Haute Module X Stick by COSMOX Gaming, Haute42, and packaging is pretty normal, but I do notice a little nick right there on the cardboard, but it's all good. Let's open it up. Oh, it's because of that little bit right there. Let's take everything out. This is the module. Ooh, let's take a look at that in a sec. The attachment, the joystick attachment. Pretty cool. And these look like gates. Give us a couple gates. This one is a octagonal gate. This one is a circle gate. Awesome. So here, we also have some, we have some springs and some extra screws. And, yeah, this just looks like sorry. We have this big metal piece, and that just goes at the bottom, which is cool. Okay. That's everything in the box. All right, where do we start? Let's move this here. Just looking at the module really quick. Oh, actually, I do think the screws are free, so I'll take them out. And so I want to try answering a couple questions of this because I'm pretty sure you've already seen images of this module. So one, I want to see if we could change out the ball top, and I want to see if we could change out the switches. Let's just see how it works first. So I think you just, yeah, that's crazy. So it looks like it's just like a low profile joystick, which is kind of crazy. And it's magnetic. This just pops off. Ooh. It looks like there's wind engine switches in here. So it's very smooth and linear. Yeah, I guess I really want to see if we can swap out the switches as well. Yeah, that's interesting. That's sick. I'm curious now. Let's take a look inside. So I'll remove the joystick part. You can see here, I guess this is where the other gates come in. You could take off this gate and replace it with the other ones. So this one right here, it looks like a square gate, more like a squircle gate because of the rounded edges. That's pretty awesome. And this seems, it's like a nice texture on it. let's just take this out. So there's 5 screws. It's so interesting seeing this type of build because it's made with low profile switches. And we're just using the included tool for the HautePad X. It works just like that. Cool. All right. And so we should just be able to, whoa, look at that. That is crazy. So the switches are here. I actually don't know if you could take them out. There's more screws right here, so maybe, oh, okay. We got this E-clip right here. You just push down on that, and then sweet. So we clip, take that out, and then the spring is exposed. Let's see, is there any difference with these? Oh yeah, okay, so this one is what comes in it, and then this one is super light. And then I'm assuming this one's heavier. Yeah, this one requires a lot more pressure. But this is what comes on it. I kind of want to put on this guy. Yeah, so there's a light, medium, and heavy. And you could definitely tell the difference between all 3. But I might just swap it to this, a heavier one. All right, let's take a closer look. So just take that out. It's like lubed, which is nice. That's usually the case with joysticks. So there's a little Phillips screw just right there. We can take that out, and then we could take out the rest of it. So it's really cool seeing how much goes into this type of build. And I'm very curious now if it is possible. So no, I can see it. Yeah, it's coming out. Okay, so you definitely want to be careful. Definitely want to be careful after removing that screw. It's connected to a ribbon, so yeah, just be super careful with that. Oh, and I think it's all coming out. Just kind of lift up a little bit. Yeah. After lifting it up, it kind of just all comes out. You can see right here. So each switch has its dedicated board, it seems like. But if you inspect it a little closer, it does look like there are hot swap parts. So let's take this screw out. If I can get to the other switches. Oh, okay. Take a look. I'm just kind of lifting it up a little bit here. And you can see that this is like a ribbon that goes all the way around. I'm just like lifting it up by that little hole there. And by doing that, we can remove the module. Take a look at that. Whoa, look at that. And it's just this strip. That is awesome. That is essentially a full teardown. What's left is like a lubed ring right here, as well as this like plastic piece that just helps guide everything together. So I'm wondering, do I take out the switches now? Do I try to do that now? Or do I test it out and then try it? The fact that we could take it apart, we could put it back together, and it's not that difficult either. So you shouldn't have any issues if you want to swap back and forth. Just a little bit time consuming, right? For now, we're just going to leave it as is. We're going to put it back together. And if I want to, I'll probably stick around and I'll probably swap them out with some other ones, because I think it looks like it just, yeah, it just pops out. I'll press a little bit on the back there, but I think you got to be very careful. I'm just going to leave it the way it is for now. Try to put it back together now. So we'll start with this piece. We'll just make our way around. And so you kind of want to start this one right here. It says right. Just kind of slide it in. Make sure the ribbon is going around. And it kind of just sits really nicely. There's no way to mess this up. You just kind of put it back in there. There's a slot right here where it just lays in. I'm going to start off with these first, and then I'll put on the small screw after. To make sure everything is secure. Cool. Secure. So let's put on the shaft here. Goes underneath. And this is pretty important because this is what actually moves the joystick to hit the switches. So you don't want to lose this part. Let's put on, oh, I totally forgot. We gotta put on a little spring. Cool. We kind of just, we gotta hold the spring in place. Ooh. Otherwise everything will pop out. We gotta put some pressure on there so that we could just put on the E-clip. And you could just position it. Ooh, kind of press it in there. We're on route now. So you take out the 5 screws and you can replace the different gates. And I think for the sake of this, I'll just leave it as is. We did change out the spring though. I kind of like heavier tension. It'll also be different once I try different switches too. So, and one of the things I love about just taking it apart, as I mentioned in my previous videos, is you actually get to see how things work. And it brings you closer to understanding their design language and thought process behind all of this. It helps you appreciate it more, you know? Like a lot of the time we purchase things or we just get things and kind of just expect it to work. But I don't know about you, man, but like I just really like knowing why it works and how. So these little teardowns really fascinate me. It's really cool. Let me just write this down. Okay, so let's just, nice. And so take a look at how you put this on. It's magnetic. When you move, it just actuates that direction. And oh, putting on the higher tension was the move for sure. I'm just noticing how much I like it more. So this is your standard arcade joystick, and I could already see the similarities in between the two in just that it's the gate, the switches, the PCB. Obviously they both have E-clips. You got the shaft here, and then that. The only difference is this is removable, which is kind of crazy, right? You can see here, ooh, almost fell off. Same kind of idea, except because these are like Omron micro switches, they're very loud, very satisfying, right? Whereas, so wind engine switches are very creamy and linear, they're super smooth. And so they decided to go with these. It feels very, I would say it feels very similar to like a Qanba Silent. So this is my Hori 4. You think this is a knee lever, but it's actually just the top. And the actual joystick itself is the Qanba Silent. So, and it also uses the same kind of design where it's hitting these little silent micro switches. But they're not low profile, they're full size ones. Oh yeah, it's very satisfying. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot. So to answer your question, if you can actually remove the switches in here, you totally can. Just a little bit of work though. Definitely take some time. Make sure not to ruin the ribbon or anything like that. I'm gonna try it again later, but doing it back and forth, like if you wanted to switch the springs or the different gates, you totally can. So yeah. Now, the next question was, can we remove this? And I'm pretty sure you can. I'm just like looking at it now and it looks like two pieces. So this is the bat top that came with the IST Alpha N, and we're going to be using this. I'm going to take a firm grip on this. Oh, this pops off. Okay, yeah, that was funny. I thought it was going to take a lot more effort, but yeah, I think it's just a standard. Holy sh! Shut up! Shut up! That's so sick. Look at that. Ah! It just fits. That's awesome. Look at that. Look at that. So that means you could just put in any. All right. Let's actually tidy up a little bit. I'm going to move these here. So the module I have on right now is the Haute module, which I'm like, this is my setup. I think this is optimal for how I play it. I've been playing Overwatch, I've been playing Marvel Rivals on it, and just games in general. Like, I love this setup so much. Anyways, we're gonna take out the Haute module and swap it in for the joystick. Okay, look at that. Just swap that out. Yeah, this is the G4W module, but I've just been calling it the Haute module. All right, let's flip that here. And so you want to make sure that you align the little prongs here with that area right there. That's the portion we're able to actually connect it to. Ooh, look at that. All right. Sick. And if you wanted to, you could just take this out as well. I kind of want to leave these on. I don't know. If the analog sticks get in the way, then I'll definitely take it out. But for now, I'll just leave it on. I have never seen a leverless controller with analog joysticks and a lever. This is so crazy. Actually, no, that's a lie. There is a Dead or Alive fight stick. It's super expensive and rare, but it's essentially the Hori fight stick, but on the very edge, there's those analog sticks. It's so rare though. I remember seeing one on eBay a while back, and I probably should have scooped it up, but I just didn't want to be called out. So take a look at that. That's so crazy, bro. Look at that. Just pure joy right now. Sparks joy for sure. I actually really like it with the bad top, not gonna lie. The fact that you could swap it is insane, and that adds even more to the creativity of this controller. And these are the ice cream switches. And this is a single KTT rose. You can definitely feel all of the directions. It is a squirrel gate though, so it's kinda nice and smooth. But I could imagine it feeling even smoother with the circle gate. If you want a notchy feel, then that's when you would switch to the octagonal gate. So changing out the spring really makes a difference, because this tension is good. Just kind of tidied up a little bit, and I figured this would be an excellent opportunity to change out the caps. And these are Haute42's Hautecaps, and I'm just gonna do these. Ooh. That wasn't as satisfying as I wanted it to be. So I'm using this like tool I got for electronics repair, and I really like it because I could wedge it in and just kind of twist and the cap comes off. Tied. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's so sick. Look at that. That looks so sick. So this is super sick. Take a look. That is so cool. I'm really happy that you can customize the top, which is super welcome. I love that. And overall, I think right now it just looks so pretty. But if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for hanging out and chilling. Hope you enjoyed this unboxing and teardown of the HautePad X stick module, or the Haute Module X Stick. It's awesome. It looks cool. I'm excited to test it out. And so we'll do some gameplay. But as always, thank you so much for watching the video. Hope you're doing well, and go play some fighting games. I'm excited to try it out. Woo! Oh no! Oh shit! Oh. Hey.